Hello and welcome. Today's video tutorial will be focused on the fundamental uh, of network. What's a network? I'm going to be taking you through the basic scenario, and of course, I'm going to be using some um, sketches and those picture and image that I copied from the internet. So um, I will start with like what is a network. So network simply is it consists of two or more computers that are linked in order to share resources such as like printer and CDs, exchange files, or allows electronic communication. That means like it could be a text, like whatever we're doing, like a Facebook, some kind of can be messenger and kind of thing. So there are two most popular network type, which are local area network, as they call it. And it's LAN, and the second one is a wide area network, which is WAN. So network is just like in a diagram. If I have to put in a diagram, it's just computer connected to computer or device, one device connected to another device. This is what network is. And I'm gonna go, and for network, we have specific to like internet, like we have uh, this 5 TCP IP layer model that will give a, very detailed and basic knowledge of what network is. So we mostly start with, as you can see, start with like a physical layer. So whenever we do like a troubleshooting or even like to understanding specifically what is it, and then this scenario will take you in detail. So we have like 5 layers, which is physical layer. We have data link layer, network layer, and transport layer, and application layer. So for physical layer, we start with like a physical set of the component, which is like cables, wires, and those modem. So for data link, we have it's like a transfer of uh, frames with physical MAC address. So whenever we do a troubleshoot, if it is not any connection problem or any defect of a device, which I mentioned, if it's not cable or any other physical damage, we look into the MAC address. And the third one is like the network layer, which is an IP. So, and here we also look into, so network layer, like it's a responsible layer for creating the package that moves across the network. So it transfers the package within a virtual address. And the fourth one is transport layer, which is a TCP UDP. So this is responsible of transporting uh, layers, actually connecting application between different hosts. So upon troubleshooting, when we have to look into it, like that is what we actually are they communicating? Are they transferring uh, from one device to another? So that's what we specifically want to look for. So this is the last and most is application layer. Application layer is a group of application requiring network communication. So here there's a host A and there's a host B. So host A generates the data and requests a connection. And host B, of course, will be uh, responsible of responding to the host B, host A, sorry. So at this point, application layer is those apps that we check on if they are working properly. With this, we're gonna move into the next slide, which is terminology. So when it comes to terminology, now time the communication is just those abbreviated words. So it's like a LAN is like a local area network that which I will be going in detail with this. So for now, I'm just gonna be read it out. And LAN is local area network, and WLAN is wireless local area network. I'm gonna be defining that on the next slide. And one is wide area network. MAN is metropolitan area network. VLAN is virtual local area network. VPN stands for virtual private network, and MAC stands for um, media access control. IP is internet protocol. TCP is transmission control protocol, and UDP is user data protocol. With this, I'm going to be going to the next slide, which I will have detailed or defined every word. So here, LAN here, this is what LAN is, and LAN is a local area network. As I mentioned in the previous slide, it is a private network that connects computer and device within a limited area. Links, like it's like a resident area building or a campus, like in one small scale. So it's all around here, and it just connected to one server. So this is an example of LAN. WLAN is wireless local area network. So wireless local area network is a network that allows devices to connect and communicate wirelessly. So it's almost the same as the previous slide, which is a local area network, but connected wirelessly. So as you can see, it is like, for instance, this tablet is connected to the base station with connected wirelessly. And as you can see, smartphone is connected wirelessly, and watch here is connected wirelessly, and TV, as you can see, is connected wirelessly. So basically, WLAN is it's just basically like it's a Wi-Fi connection kind of thing. So we have one. One is actually a wide area network. So what does that mean is, like, it's a wider, it has a wider coverage than uh, the previous network, which means like WLAN is like for one specific area, and this is like for wider range. So this can take a little bit more extended area. It covers extended area. So it is a collection of local area network or other networks that communicate with one another. One is essentially a network of network. So the network of network, which means, like, here we have one network connected to another network, and there is another network here. So the combination of it is what is called one, which is wide, very wide. So next slide. MAN is metropolitan area network, and as you can see, or as you will understand, or you will guess that metropolitan. It seems like it is actually a small, it could be like a small town, it could be a large campus. So how do we define that? It is a computer network that connects computers within a metropolitan area, which could be a single legacy city. So it can be one city, municipal cities and towns, or any given large area with multiple buildings. So that's what it shows. And in a diagram that, as you see, uh, this is like a kind of a town. We can take this as in a town, like a big town. So that's what MAN stands for. We have VLAN. So VLAN as it's kind of a cluster of uh, connection, I would say. So here it's defined as it is a subnetwork which a group together of collection of devices on separate physical location. So that means it can be, we can take this as a building floors. This is like a first, like we can take this like a third floor, fourth floor, and the first floor, third floor, second floor, and first floor, sorry. So it is like clustered there, like in one building, but at the same time, it's in a different uh, floor. So the device that share a communication line or wireless link to server within the same geographical area. So that's why we want to say that as a sandwich, because as you can see, like there is a one layer, there's another layer and another layer. Just looks like layers. And as you can see here, it says floors and third floor, second floor, and first floor. They all can communicate, and that is what VLAN uh, connection is, or network is. Here we have VPN. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. A virtual private network is a device or system that established an encrypted connection to the internet with the encrypted connection in a place. Any browser, any browsing you conduct is done through the secure connection. So that means, as you can see here, you you can live like somewhere one part of the world here, and or I would just narrow that, like one part of the country, I would say, and there is another part of the country, and you will have encrypted connection. And so basically what you do is, like remotely you are accessing the server using that specific authentication that given to you. So this means even if you are browsing over an unsecured connection, you still protected to certain extent, such as oftentimes is found in coffee shop, hotels, airport, and other public places. You will have your own private encrypted tunnel. So that means like it is making an encrypted tunnel for you to use in the internet, allowing you safe and anonymous access. So that means like, from a stand, it says like virtual private network. So privately, you can use the network. That is what it stands for. Here we got two MAC. So MAC is actually the abbreviation for Media Access Protocol. It is a network data transfer policy that determines how data is transferred between two computer terminals through a network cable. The essence of the MAC protocol is to ensure non-collision and easy transfer of data package between two computers terminal. So as you can see, this is a specific um, um, address. This is a specific media address control. So this is for one specific network, and if you are connected to this, there should be no data collision or no interruption. And so that will ease your file transfer or a package that you are transferring easily. So basically, Mac is like in charge of specifying that or in charge of protecting data collision or the smoothest or the smoother uh, data package transfer between a computer, one terminal to another. This is an IP. IP is Internet Protocol, and it's a set of rules that dictates how data should be delivered over the public network or internet. Often works in a conjunction with the transmission control uh, protocol, which is a TCP, which divides traffic into package for efficient transport through the internet. Together, they refer to as TCP IP. So you will have a specific IP address, and that will have, like, whenever device you have, when you are in a device, like you can actually find out what IP address you have. So you are using the IP address. So this is TCP. TCP stands for Transition Control Protocol. It is a transport protocol that is used on top of IP to ensure reliable transitions of packets. TCP includes mechanisms to solve many of the problems that arise for package-based message, such as lost package, out of order package, duplicate package, and corrupt package. Since TCP is a protocol used most commonly on top of IP, the Internet Protocol stacks in sometimes refers as TCP/IP. As I mentioned it like earlier, like it's a IP, like TCP/IP. They usually work together. So now we are looking at the UDP, stands for User Diagram Protocol, and it is connectionless, like unreliable transport protocol that lies between the application and transport layers. It does not add anything to IP service except for providing a process to process communication instead of the host to host evidence. User diagram protocol transfers data in packet format, which has 8 bytes of the headers that includes parameter like source, port number, destination port number, total length, and the ports. So basically what this is, it's kind of, I would say it's kind of an attribute, and it has all the required uh, data identification or specifications, and it just controls like communication to communication level or service to service or process to process communication. So this is what it looked like. So as you can see here, source port, there's a destination port, and UDP length and checksum. So it is a kind of package kind of thing. So this will be all about it, and I'll catch you on a next video tutorial. And thanks for watching for today. Have a great day.
So now we will be doing the second part of it, second part of installation process, which I have a computer that does not have Windows 10. So I just make sure, like, I inserted or plugged in my USB drive with rebootable Windows 10, and I go ahead and start the computer. And when I started, I will have a Dell logo come out, and when it comes up, I have to press F12 rapidly, and this is a rebootable menu appear to be. So I select the USB storage device, and then I hit enter, and this can take a few minutes because this is only 4 GB RAM. So here it is. Now it is giving me an option to actually make some kind of change if I needed to. So there is a language. For language, I will go with English, and there is time zone accuracy. This is United States English, and the keyboard is just a US, and I just hit next, and here I hit uninstall now. So Windows setup process. So it's so here it is asking me for a product key. I will go with, I don't have the product key, and it gives me an option of which version I am looking for. I want to go with Windows 10 Pro, actually education. And I have to read this license agreement, and after reading, I have to hit accept and next, and this is asking me if I want to custom the installation. I will just upgrade installation, so this will just keep the files. So it looks like I have to customize it, and it's a drive partition 1, and I click next, and it's copying the Windows file. And as you can see, it's getting ready the Windows file ready for installation. So So it's just installing the Windows, which start with installing, actually getting files ready for installation. So once this is done, it will start the actual installation. Alright, it looked like now it is 90%, actually 92% of it is ready, and so we're still gonna have to wait until it finish this procedure, which is like it's still getting files ready for installation. So once this gets to 100%, I believe it will take us back to the actual installation. So we'll see. So now it's 98% is what it's shown us, and we'll see it all together. All right, 100%, and now as you can see, installing upgrade, and it's gonna, as you can see, there is a check mark that puts like, you know, copying window file, it's checked, getting ready files, it's checked, installing feature, checked, all it's checked not, and now it's restarting. And by the way, this procedure, and while you're doing this, it can take several times. It can actually restart your system like several times until it finishes the installation procedure. So I think it requires a little bit of patience. There we see window right there. So once again, it can take several minutes. Of course, you can restart several times in order to function fully. So we just want to stay patient as it's taking place. So like I mentioned, it is restarting it several times. So you know, we're just gonna sit back and wait for it to finish. All right, now it looks like it's let in as choose a specific location where we are at, which I will select the US and say yes. And here for a keyboard layout, I still gonna stick with US. And if I want to add any keyboard layout, I don't want to add any, I'm just gonna skip it. All right, so here it is asking me if I want to connect it, and you know, I just don't want to connect it right now. I'll just go with do not connect. So here we are. So I can continue with a limited setup, and which is basically this is what the fundamentals of setting up the Windows 10. So I'm gonna put the name here. This is not what I want to do. Okay. I'm gonna use my set as a name. And for password, I don't want to set up password, since this is a, so I'm gonna have to accept the privacy. And here we are, Courtney. I don't want that, I just gonna go with Courtney for now. So there you are. So now you have Windows 10 installed, fresh and brand new Windows 10 installed on a device, and you are free and welcome to use it. And basically this is what installation is. And so of course this is the final step that it's taken. And here you go. This is a Windows 10, freshly brand new, and you can go ahead and connect it to the internet and enjoy using it. So as you can see, this is what Windows 10 looks like. All right, have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.